kind of like gets jumbled towards the end and just doesn't make sense, and ends up being it's almost like a 2.5 hour long movie, and they could have chopped like 30 minutes off it easily.
Jeez.
But like everything else about it, the shots, the setting, has kind of like a Hammer horror film style to it at the very like towards the end. That one I recommend giving it a check out.
Mike's in there pretty much fucking my cat. He's laying down with my cat.
That's weird.
All right.
Then I ended up watching the all-female directed horror anthology XX.
Yeah, how was that?
Very disappointing. I was like, there was only like 2 segments that I thought were decent, and then the rest were just kind of boring.
A lot of the anthologies that have come out in the last few years have been kind of just, I don't know, people talk highly of them, but they're just whatever, like fucking, especially the multi-director ones, like Tales of Halloween, and that one,
See, I like
the Holidays
Tales of Halloween.
one. Tales of Halloween had like, I don't know, a few good segments, but Holidays was pretty dumb, and ABCs of Death 1 and 2 were only like half good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Southbound I really liked. I just finally watched that.
That third...
It was okay.
Is that the one that we watched?
Yeah,
that was okay.
It was alright.
And that last fucking VHS movie was pretty dumb.
Oh yeah, Viral was bad. But yeah, XX I was really looking forward to it, but yeah, it just kind of was disappointing to me. Then I ended up watching the Black Coat's Daughter, which was also known as February, but it stars what's her name? I can't think of her name now, but yeah, I thought that one was really good. Like it's, I want to rewatch it again because there's a lot of parts in it that like I missed or need to just kind of like watching it a second time kind of makes the story make even more sense.
Wait,
but,
you can suppress a cough this whole time? Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Go ahead.
but then yeah, the next one I watched was Get Out.
I always try to suppress them as much as I can.
Yeah, sometimes you just fucking go for it.
Fuck you, Ken!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Get Out was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I went and saw it. I don't know. I think most people are liking it more than I did, but it was good. It was a little predictable. Like,
Yeah.
I right up until like the big reveal, it was.
I thought that the whole time. I didn't know that was even. Well, while I was watching it, I knew it was going to be revealed, but just from the preview, I just assumed that was what was going on. So
Yeah, but I had a gut feeling. And then,
I didn't really know much about it going into it, but it just like as the movie unfolded, I already knew like what was going to happen before it happened for the most part.
yeah, the lead actor, I don't know his name, but
Yeah, he was in the Black Mirror episode.
yeah, wasn't he trying to get credits to go on a game show or something? Was that the one?
No, he was the one that was like the military guy when they were like shooting what they thought were zombies.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, his performance was like really strong, and it's I think I liked it more just because it was Jordan Peele, because I didn't see a lot of horror influences. Like, I don't know if he's like an avid horror fan.
From what I've heard, he actually like loves a lot of the stuff from the 80s, like a lot of the 80s horror.
Okay, because I was looking for that. I was like, where does he get his horror influences?
Yeah, it was mostly psychological.
Yeah.
You could tell in the beginning, though, that very beginning scene when the black man's walking around the suburbs, like
that was a pretty cool way to open the movie.
Yeah, and it felt kind of like Halloween in a way.
A lot of good casting choices. The kid that plays the girlfriend's brother is he's in a couple of really good things, especially Brandon Cronenberg's Antiviral. He's like the lead in that. And he was really good in that.
Yeah, it's like, 'cause he played a fucking creepy fucker in this movie.
Yeah, he's always really intense. He's a good actor.
I couldn't even pinpoint the dad.
That's
I was
the
like,
guy
oh,
from
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Billy
with the weird
Madison and
balls.
Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah. The weird balls.
Yeah, I really fucking love this movie. There's a lot to unravel, like that isn't just explained to you, like the whole Fruit Loops and her drinking the milk separately, separating the colors from the whites.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of interesting. Never even thought about that. There's a lot that Jordan Peele put into this that I'm definitely looking forward to see what he does next.
See, when I saw her eating the cereal like that, all I really thought to myself was, wow, I eat cereal like that all the time. Because, like, you know, I prefer my cereal, like, freshly crunchy every bite, you know? So if I eat a bowl, it's just tiny, tiny little bowls one after another, or just, like, a handful of cereal and a fucking drink of milk, fucking mouthful of cereal, you know?
Like in a hurry type thing? Like
No, not like I gotta go.
Oh, so it's like because you don't want dirty dishes.
Or-
No,
well, no,
it's
he just
because
doesn't
I
like
want
the-
all my cereal to be crunchy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like
Were you
mine
not
semi.
Straight from the source, the box. Okay, I like mine soggy, but whatever.
That's disgusting.
Well, the chocolate ones, like Cocoa Pebbles, they gotta
Like
be a
Cinnamon
little
Toast
soggy.
Crunch.
What the fuck is wrong?
They gotta
with you?
settle in, and
Yeah, I like my Cinnamon Toast Crunch
I
to
don't know.
be a little bit soggy.
You fucking people are filthy. and
if after the
disgusting.
podcast you guys want to sit down and talk about cereal, we can do it. We shouldn't do it here, though.
We can do a cereal podcast.
You're right.
But
That
then
was our first. That was our first.
We're catching up on lost times and
veering
cereal
off
eating.
into nothing.
Yeah, we're good at that.
and don't worry, I only have 3 more movies to bring up.
I was worried.
But next one was called The Bornless Ones. It was a VOD release.
Sounds dumb.
Yep,
It was
don't need to talk
actually
about it. Let's get it.
secluded, like cabin in the woods style film, and it kind of reminded me of Evil Dead. Lots of gore and like very mean spirited.
So it was good then.
Yeah, I liked
Okay,
it.
Gore is good.
Next,
Then the next one was I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore.
I liked it.
That looks really good.
I
Yeah,
liked
it's
it a lot.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
That chick from Detroit Rock City and fucking what else was she in?
Yeah, she was.
She was in some show. Was she?
She was in
Big
2.5
Love?
Men.
No, she was in a good show.
No, I was like, okay, you didn't specify good show. I'm just saying, I know
I
that.
don't know.
Wasn't she like a cop in something too?
She might have been.
It
I know
doesn't
she's a
matter.
lot.
She's really hot. But
Yeah,
anyway,
her and Elijah Wood in that movie did fucking great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I like
Elijah Wood cracked me
Elijah
up.
Wood. He's just getting like better and better the older he gets.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Oh no!
Then the last one I ended up watching was Kong Skull Island, which
I want to see that.
that was really
I'm seeing
fucking
it
good.
tomorrow.
I have to wait though because theaters full of people make me want to kill.
Go to a matinee. There was only like 5 people there.
What? That's a good suggestion.
That is a good suggestion.
Okay.
But I am always at work during matinee
Yeah.
times.
That's like $4 to go see it in the matinee. It's fucking cheap as shit.
It
Yeah,
is,
the rave.
Yep.
Yeah,
I suppose maybe I could go
fucking
see it on
dollars.
like a Thursday or a Wednesday. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that.
I'm going tomorrow.
All right, so I have a big old list. I'm gonna just kind of breeze through it though. It starts in January, so there's a lot of snow stuff because I'm a weirdo and I watch my movies like seasonally and
Yeah.
according to theme a lot. So
That way you can walk outside and it still feels like the movie.
yeah.
Okay.
I watched Krampus. I watched Let the Right One In. I watched
Loved
Don Coscarelli's Survival Quest, which is
Never seen that.
interesting film with Lance Henriksen and Catherine Keener from Get Out and the guy that plays Boggs in fucking Shawshank Redemption. Kind of a cool survival movie. I watched Lady Snowblood, which is incredible. If you haven't seen that, it's basically like the best 70s samurai style film made. I watched this weird movie called Sonny Boy with David Carradine and the guy that plays Bluto from Popeye in the Popeye movie.
Really?
Oh, and
Yeah.
he also played in Pieces too, didn't he?
Yeah, he's in Pieces, and he's in 21 Hours at Munich, and he's in a couple of other things. They play like a weird couple, like David Carradine's a transvestite, and they play a couple, and they have like a feral son, and like the Bluto guy is like kind of like Master Blaster is in Bartertown, in this weird little city in the desert. But it's a cool movie, highly recommended. I picked up that Arrow release of The Initiation and rewatched that. That's a good one. Good slasher. Not great, but good.
Didn't you not like it the first time you watched it or something?
Yeah, it's better than I remember it being. I'm going to say that it's good.
There's 2 initiations, right? There's a newer one. and
It's
an
the
older
one with Daphne Zuniga.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
new one's The Invitation, I think is what you're
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
I watched Crimson Peak. I watched Crimson Peak's good. I watched
Love
Uncle
Crimson
Buck, which is one of only 2 John Hughes directed films that are any good, which are Uncle Buck and Planes, Trains. And if you think that fucking 16 Candles or The Breakfast Club are good, then you're wrong. I watched It Lives Again, Larry Cohen, great stuff. I watched Darkness the Vampire version, which we'll be discussing. I watched Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage. Dude, that movie was fucking really cool.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like really
Wow.
cool. Like
I've been thinking about getting it too, but
super, super cool, like dumb, fun, lots of fucking blood and tits and ridiculousness and evil, and Nicolas Cage like really, really hamming it up, and he's basically playing Johnny Blaze the way that he kind of wanted to play the character in Ghost Rider, more or less.
nice.
I watched Larry Clark's awesome film Another Day in Paradise with fucking James Woods.
Yep, and Natasha something Gregson,
Yeah.
something,
And
black hair. She gets naked in it.
yeah, and the kid from Ricky Six. Oh, I watched Ricky Six. That movie was awesome. If you've never seen Ricky Six,
Good bass player too, by the way.
it's about Ricky Kesso, this kid that killed
No, actually, he's not a good bass player.
someone
I know.
on acid. I don't know. It's hard to watch. It's hard to find. You can watch it on YouTube. Watch
I've never
Ricky
even heard of
Six.
that one.
It's one of those movies that was completed and shelved and never released.
Oh,
But it's really good. I watched this 70s like caveman dinosaur movie called Land That Time Forgot. That's really cool. The Shining and Misery. I watched Full Cheese Manhattan Baby. Just like horribly, horribly unfairly maligned. I don't know why people dislike that movie so much, but it's a fun.
I liked it.
It's good. I like
Yeah, I
it.
like it.
I
it's one I
watched
still want to watch.
Calvaire, which is really cool.
Yeah, that was good too.
Kind of French wintry send up of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but with a bunch of gay rape.
Nothing wrong with that.
I watched Eraserhead. I watched the proto home invasion film Lady in a Cage, which was like James Caan's first like big role. Really cool film. I watched that Night of Something Strange movie with you.
Yep. Love that
and
movie.
The Greasy Strangler, which was just like one of the
Fucking bullshit artist.
one of the best movies that came out last year. It's basically John Waters and Tim and Eric and a trauma movie in a blender. The Autopsy of Jane Doe, that was good.
Yep.
I rewatched Book of Shadows, the Blair Witch 2. I don't care what anybody says, that movie's cool.
Is it?
Yeah, Joe Berlinger's a good filmmaker. He did all those Paradise Lost documentaries about the West Memphis 3, and the guy's, I don't know. I wish he did more stuff.
So you and Dirk were talking about that, so I might have to rewatch that.
I watched Dirty Work with Norm
I
Macdonald.
love that.
So funny.
Him and Hardy are great.
I watched this newer movie called Gut that was really cool about these like two friends, and one of them's like an introvert and one of them's a family man, and they're like old buddies who love horror movies, and like one of them, the introvert guy, starts showing his friend these like little short films that are obviously snuff, and they just like kind of delve deeper into that together. I rewatched Full Cheese Don't Torture a Duckling. I rewatched this weird Dutch horror film called The Johnsons that like is, I don't know, it's okay, but it's a challenging film. There's a lot of cool stuff in it though. I watched these animated Hellboy movies that were pretty cool. I watched Fulci's Contraband. I watched Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Nice.
I watched Mick Garris's Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, you never did give your... what was your opinion on rewatching that?
Fuck me, man. I don't know. It's not very good.
Middle of the road.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but his Critters movie is better.
Oh, yeah, Critters 2.
Yeah. I watched Lenzi's Almost Human, which is awesome. Great fucking Italian sleazy crime film. I got that Big Arrow, Hills Have Eyes set, so I watched that. I rewatched Freddy Got Fingered, Female Trouble, and The Hidden. The Hidden is awesome if you've never seen that. It's an old New Line movie about a body-jumping alien killer being hunted by another body-jumping alien who is occupying the body of Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah, wasn't this one the one that was Jason Goes to Hell was compared to?
Yeah, that's the one. Jeepers Creepers. I don't care what anybody says. That movie's cool.
I like it.
Christine. God
Oh, you did it?
yeah, I'm still just like
Still can't.
indifferent to Christine. I don't dislike it, but it's just like
You said you needed to rewatch it as a film about obsession and
yeah, and coming from that standpoint, it's good, but it's like it's drawn out, and I don't know. There's a lot of really cool imagery and music, and it's enough to make it like a like a 7 point, like almost an 8, I guess.
Yeah, so that's more than I expected from you.
But I'm also giving a lot of Carpenter.
yeah.
That's I love John, so I watched Tank Girl, I rewatched Heathers, and I like it a little bit more than I used to, but I still am not like a big fan of that movie. Fulci's Cat in the Brain, Turkey Shoot.
Movie.
Escape 2000. If you've never seen Turkey Shoot, that's a really great film. It's an Aussie exploitation movie about a dystopic future where